I see some strange ingredients.
Oh.
I usually do. It was stuff I usually don't use. How's that?
You're gonna love these ingredients because we're making meatballs today.
Oh, well, cool. You know,
Yes.
you sold me at meat.
Most people love meatballs, right?
Yeah.
So we're making curry meatballs. We're gonna have a little sauce with that. Serve it
Ooh.
over some coconut rice and top it with a little mango salsa.
Okay, well, that sounds great.
So we'll get started and you can help me make the balls.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a pound of ground meat here.
Yeah.
I went in and put 1 egg in there.
Okay.
So you can just add these spices to that and
Okay.
mix it up.
And mix-
Yeah, I believe that's a tablespoon of curry powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder,
Looks like garlic, yeah.
a teaspoon of salt,
Okay.
and black pepper, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. And we have 2 green onions that we've
Oh, okay.
sliced thinly.
And they are thinly sliced.
So I have the oven at 375 degrees.
Okay.
So we're just gonna make up these little balls and put them on this rack here, and then we'll just bake them
All right.
in like 12 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my curry sauce. I'm gonna start with some just plain vegetable oil.
What? No olive?
No olive oil. I know, I'm
just
a big olive oil fan.
I like olive oil.
But this doesn't really have much flavor because the olive oil would be covered up pretty much anyhow, right?
Oh, yeah, you don't necessarily want the olive flavor coming through in the coconut.
Exactly. And I have some fresh ginger. So I'll talk a little bit about our salsa here.
Okay.
So all we did was chopped up our mango. I had a little pineapple. I put that in there. Really, you
Okay.
could use any fruit you like.
Okay.
And then just squeezed 1 lime. Went ahead and zested the outside. Put that in, the zest in.
Yeah.
And then about a 1/4 cup of cilantro. So it's about 2 cups of fruit and a 1/4 cup of cilantro. So I have 1 can of coconut milk.
Oh, okay.
So this is the heavy duty stuff.
Oh, yeah. Look how thick it
It
is.
is very thick and it's very rich.
Okay.
So it makes a nice sauce.
It makes a nice sauce.
Nice sauce. I have a tablespoon of this. No, sorry, two tablespoons.
Yeah, it's looking like a lot.
It's a lot. I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna put a tablespoon of soy sauce.
Low salt.
Yes, the low salt. That's I
I
always like
noticed
to
the green.
use.
I noticed the green label.
And 1 teaspoon. And I'm gonna add some honey in that same amount that I used of soy sauce.
Okay.
That would be
1 and a 1.
1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon.
I smell the curry.
Smells nice, doesn't
It does
it?
smell nice.
So that's a pretty simple sauce.
It is a simple
Doesn't have a whole
sauce.
lot of ingredients. So we'll just toss these meatballs in
Yeah.
and we're gonna let that simmer for a few minutes.
Okay.
I used brown jasmine rice. You can use any type of rice that you like. Follow the package instructions for how much liquid that you need. Use chicken broth instead of the water. And then I use half a can of this coconut
Oh, really?
milk. So it
Okay.
makes it creamy.
Yeah, it makes it creamier.
And we'll start with 2 meatballs.
Okay.
You can always get more, right?
You can always get more.
Like that. Put enough sauce so you
yeah.
coat your rice.
Oh, I'm good.
And
I like
then
rice.
we're gonna go with our salsa, our fruit salsa. Stir that up a little bit, get that lime juice in there.
Okay.
At
Smell the lime.
the top.